This is another episode of Mr. Big Mouth. I have someone very special in studio today. I believe he said he was doing God's work. So
I'm on a mission.
he's on a mission. He's on a mission.
I'm on a mission.
His name is Bob Cohen. And Bob, tell him the name of your company, what you do, what this is all about.
Well, the company has nothing to do with this, but my company is August Media,
Okay.
and we were producers of game shows. Had a big company in Los Angeles. We sold the company to Sony, and now I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to save trees.
He's on a mission to save. So explain to them what is it? What is this mission? What are you doing exactly to save the trees?
Well, trees are sacred. I mean, they're really very important for a lot of things. Trees exhale oxygen and they inhale carbon monoxide. They provide wood and they provide shelter. Their roots hold down the earth, so they're not mudslides like in LA and Haiti. Haiti has these awful mudslides because the people used trees for firewood. And now there are no trees, and when it rains, they just have these horrible mudslides there. So trees are really sacred.
They are.
And they're beautiful.
People think of them as spiritual.
They are
as
spiritual.
Well. Yes.
They are spiritual.
Yes.
They're holy.
Yeah.
You know, some trees live like 5,000 years.
Oh, wow.
And they've been witnesses to history. They don't move, but they have a family. You know, they have roots, and their roots spread, and they have a family that grows around them.
Mm-hmm.
And animals need squirrels and little wood animals, so they're really important. And they're being killed. 2 million trees. Think about that. 2 million trees a day, a day, killed to make toilet paper. And 70% of the world doesn't use toilet paper.
And that I find interesting. You've told me this before. I didn't know that. Did you know that,
70% of the world does not use toilet paper.
Is that a certain area in the
Well,
world?
every part of the world but North America.
Oh.
They used forced water or other ways of using water.
Okay.
Cloth, water, but it's water-based.
Okay.
Water is much more hygienic, and it's cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's simple. And it's a simple solution to 2 million trees. And to make one roll of toilet paper, you need 37 gallons of water. So water is also very precious.
Sure.
So it's you know, the first time that there's any kind of problem, and if there's a pandemic, or there's some kind of tariffs, or there's some kind of shortage, the first thing that runs
They
off
run
the
and
shelves
get toilet
is
paper.
everybody gets the toilet paper.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's not a really good way to clean yourself. So there is a better way to go.
Hence the name of the company.
So that's what we're doing. The better way to go is simply using forced water. And I've been doing this myself for at least 5 or 6 years now, and I've introduced it to other people. But it really is not anything. It's not high tech. Basically, it's water in a container, and you can plug it into a USB outlet, and you push a button, and this water comes out really very, very hard, and it's very cleansing. And if you need a little extra, there's you can use a wipe that's also plant-based.
Okay.
Not this is like a bamboo base,
Okay.
and so you can do the whole process without toilet paper, which is also very expensive.
Yeah.
I think the number is something like annually, something like $55 billion spent on toilet paper.
Oh
It's
my
either
God.
55 billion or 70 billion. I'm not quite sure, but it's a big number.
Sure.
It's crazy. It's an obscenity.
Why do you think it hasn't been adopted in North America?
Well, that's my job.
That's why you're here. Right? Let everybody know.
I don't understand it. You see people walking out of, like, in the supermarkets. I have a picture of a lady walking out of a supermarket in Florida, and she was going to her car and she was like this with toilet paper.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bulky, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary, it's expensive.
Sure.
I mean, I think the average family spends thousands of dollars on toilet paper.
Yeah.
And they flush it down the toilet.
Yeah. It's literally
I
garbage.
mean, it's literally flushed down the toilet.
Right.
These, by the way, are biodegradable, and you can flush
Those
them down
wipes,
the toilet.
okay.
And these wipes are, if you need them, they're plant-based.
Oh.
There's no tree involved in this. It's usually bamboo, and they're you could use them for a lot of things. It's just a hygienic. There's aloe on the
Aloe,
paper.
okay.
And so it's a lot of benefits to this. It's not only is it cleaner, there's another residual benefit. The warm water actually relieves hemorrhoids. It doesn't cure them, but it relieves hemorrhoids.
Okay.
And then I've been hearing from women that sometimes women using toilet paper, it gets into the wrong places.
Yeah,
And it can create
that does
infection.
happen, right? If
And,
it's not thick enough, right?
And so, to me, this is not about money.
Okay.
If I can save trees, I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but I believe in this.
No.
I mean, I really do. I mean, they're cutting down trees like in Brazil, which is the world's largest reservoir of rainforest, of oxygen. If there were no trees, there'd be no oxygen. No trees, no oxygen. I heard a song. That was the refrain of the song. It was at a club. And the refrain of the song was no trees, no oxygen. And every time the refrain came up, people were cheering. No trees, no oxygen. You know. And then in these places where they need to clear for cattle, they wipe out trees willy-nilly just for grazing. And the rainforest has been depleted. So we know not only are trees beautiful, but they're also very important. And like I said, and they're also very historical. There are some trees that are 3,500, 5,000 years old. There's a tree, and I think it's in Cyprus, not Cyprus, but in the country of Cyprus.
Okay.
That it's like 5,000 years old.
Wow.
And so think about 5,000 years. That's pre-Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just standing there. Everything that it saw, but not moving. I mean, it's so the trees in Joshua, the Joshua tree in California.
Yep.
Those are about
Desert.
15. Those are 2,000 years old.
That's
The
amazing.
tree in Washington Square Park. It's called the Hanging Man tree, and that tree they were during the Revolutionary War. They were the Americans were hanging British for during the Revolutionary War.
Sure.
It's called the Hanging Tree. So there's a lot of books written.
Lot of
There's
history.
books. I mean, they're living things. Trees are.
Well, let me ask
living
you a question. How did you? Where is this love for trees and really, like you said, doing God's work to try to save all these trees? Where does this come from? When did it start?
I mean, it's so obvious. I mean, they're beautiful. We need them. I mean, without them, people look at even in the city. There's some trees, some city blocks are now all tree lined. They look beautiful.
Yep.
I mean, they just changed the whole complexion of the look of the street. But they're important. And I mean, so you have to chop down a tree for firewood to make a house, to make a house. Okay, if you want to,
Right.
but to make toilet paper is just an obscenity.
It's crappy.
It's crap.
It's very crappy.
And you don't need to. I mean, that's the thing. You don't need to. Most of the world doesn't do it. This you can have at home. This is very inexpensive. We sell these things, by the way, also. But this is just you open the put hot
So
water.
what is that one called?
This is what we call it's a power wash.
Power wash.
Poop a butt wash or whatever. We haven't come up with any. You have a good
Okay.
name for it? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. So it's not a bidet.
Not a bidet.
Not a bidet.
But it's the same principle, but it's not.
Same principle.
But
Okay.
you put hot water. Open the tap. Put hot water in here.
Okay.
Turn this. Then you just put this on, and then you squeeze it.
And then that's battery powered.
and you
That's
just-
electric.
No, this is just by hand.
That's a squeezable
and you
one.
just
Okay.
squeeze it in like this, and the water comes out pretty forceful.
Okay.
Because there's only the very small little
Nozzle,
pinhole
yeah.
kind of thing, and it comes out, shoots out, and then maybe if you're not done, you use the plant-based way. So no trees.
No trees
And
involved
what's
at
the
all.
difference between that one and the white one there?
It's electric.
This is a smaller one. This is like you
Oh,
put,
okay.
It's the size.
that's another portable. The black.
Okay.
Yeah, the black one is also comes. I can't reach it, but it comes to.
I get it for
Can
you.
you reach? This is another version of it. This
This is a travel one.
You want to
that's
keep it in
cute.
your. If you want to
Yeah.
keep it in your it compresses,
And then you squeeze it.
and then when it comes back up, you open it up, and you can do it. So this is another one. This one has a name. This one's called the Tushy.
The
tushy.
tushy.
This is the company is Tushy. So this is kind of cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
It's nice, but it's all the same thing.
No, I mean, now me and you've been talking, Bob, and my main thing, as being a marketer for 20 some odd years now, 15 plus, almost 20 years, I always look at something and I try to think, all right, where is the adoption in this? Where are people going to start using this, realistically? And we were having a conversation before we got on, and I was saying, I use the example of, your smartphone. How long did it take you to switch over from your flip phone to your smartphone? Some people adopted. There's always early adopters, but then there's some people that, and then I look at this and I'm like, what is it that would make, and obviously your trees, and I love that you're doing this because of that. And I think it was Rick Rubin, who's a producer. He said, I make art for myself and other people enjoy it. Right? This is what you're doing here. This is about me. I want to save the trees, and this is a product that can do it. It's secondary to. It's obviously you want to make money doing it, but it's secondary to what you're doing.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, but my thing is, what is that flip over kind of period?
Okay, I can tell you where or how. So if you were going to buy a home now, the first thing that the contractor would tell you in the bathroom, you want a bidet or you want a different type of toilet seat. So normally, if you would do that after the construction, you have to hire a plumber and an electrician. It costs like $1,500 to $5,000. But now for like $300, you can take your old toilet seat off and put a new one on, which is what they use all over Europe and all over Japan, particularly. Even in every restaurant in Japan, not just the private homes.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a toilet seat that has little buttons, and the hot water comes out hot, goes out cold, high spray, low spray. It's fabulous.
Yeah, it's even a seat warmer.
So I have a friend who lives in
Yeah.
Utah, and he would be the least likely candidate for this. And I told him, I said, Tom, you may think I'm crazy, but I'm on this mission, and he stopped me. He said, I got 3 of them in my house. And he said, I love it. And I said, but not, so it's not a secret. I'm not this is not inventing anything.
Right.
No.
It's been out.
This is already in 70% of the world,
Yeah.
which is already a pre-sold market for us, really. So we think, there could be a business here. I know that anybody would respond to the fact that if you can save trees and put oxygen into the earth and do something that's actually better for you, why not?
Sure.
You're saving money. You're saving money because it's less expensive. This is a one-time purchase.
Yeah.
And you don't have to schlep to the store. And it's simple. And I'm telling you, been a user of this, and it's and that's got me thinking, like, trying to share this. I don't know why everybody doesn't do that, but in Europe they do.
Yeah,
And not necessarily this. They do different ways.
I like that the product line has variation. So because my main thing would be, I'm a guy. I always complain to my wife about this. I have in this day and age, you're carrying a phone, keys, wallet, and 10 other things. But something like this, see, I could see this. Like, this is a convenience. It doesn't put anybody out, right? This is good if you're just traveling and going day to day. This is nice for traveling. Like, I'm saying, you're day to day. It's for home.
Oh, that's for home.
This
That's
is for home. This you plug into your USB.
Okay.
This has this is high pressure. This I have in my bathroom. This is a personal one.
That one's a personal one.
I've been using this, and I have my kids now have this.
Okay.
And once you start using this, by the way.
No, yeah, and I agree. Like, I'll be honest with you. When I went to Italy for the first time and I saw that, and I didn't know, I kind of knew what it was, but started using it, and then I laughed at it. And by the end of my 30-day trip, the last 2 weeks, I was using the bidet every day. It was something that I got used to. So that's what I'm saying. Like you said, you're not reinventing anything. This isn't brand new, but you're trying to bring it to a brand new market. I ask you, Heather, from a female's perspective. What would be a female consumer's feedback to this? If you were seeing this for the first, you are seeing this for the first time.
Yeah, I am.
Yes. What's your immediate feedback?
Well, first of all, I've never used one. So, am I using the one that's just a cover or the full toilet? Or should I start off with the handheld one?
Well, no, you start off with the handheld one.
Handheld,
yeah.
Okay.
That's you'd have to make a purchase.
Well, let's make it a real life thing. If nobody knows, Heather is an influencer. She's on Instagram. She does a ton of stuff in your day-to-day life and what you do. Mm-hmm. Out of all of these and plus which one would you kind of see yourself adopting first?
Well, I would love to try the electric one to,
Yeah. From home, right? In your own comfort of your home.
Right. Yeah. Why not? I agree. Sometimes, the toilet paper, the quality isn't great when you're out and about, wherever you're going. It's not like you're at home,
right,
in your personal space. And I agree, the waste of the toilet paper. What's going on right now?
Women for this. I think women would be the most easiest group to convert because most of them are familiar with what a bidet is. But we don't want. This is not just for women, but it's for everybody.
It's for everyone,
women,
yeah.
Children. It's the only product that you can think of that everybody needs. Most products, like cosmetics, are for women.
Yeah.
Certain things are for guys.
Sure.
Some adults, kids. This is for children, men, women, and
no, it's definitely ease of use. That's not an issue.
Yeah.
There's no learning curve to this.
It's
pretty straightforward.
It's really more comfortable. So we think there's enough to sell here. Maybe we have a little bit of a business here, an e-commerce business that we call the better way to. This is the better way to go. So we have this is that we have on our website. This is on the website.
Okay.
We're more of a curator we're not manufacturing anything. We're just curating.
Okay.
So this is on the website. All these products are on the website. This is the portable, and this comes detaches, so it's really easy to take with you. That little black one is even smaller.
Let me ask you a question. To date, what are the kind of best sellers so far? What is the market in America kind of gravitating towards in the early days of you starting this out? Where's
Well, this is actually brand new in a way. The products aren't brand new, but
in general, out of all of these types of either the seat, the one I'm holding in my hand, one of these. In your experience now of doing this, where is the American market at? Are they on the electric? Are they on this? Like what do you see most people using in your world?
I would say this is fantastic. This is like for home.
Sure.
I mean, it really does makes you feel better. I mean, it really does makes you feel cleaner. If you have hemorrhoids, there's no irritation. Just think of the process of toilet paper.
Sure.
You're rubbing.
You're rubbing.
This is not rubbing. This is you don't touch your body with it.
Is
you don't touch your body?
Is that battery operated?
No, this is electrically powered.
Yeah.
This is a USB. It goes. It's just like this. You don't touch your body.
Yeah.
So you push this button here. You hear it?
Okay.
And that's the pressure.
And it just works, and you're not touching anything.
Okay.
And then if you feel like you need something, then these wipes are multi-purpose. They're aloe, and they've already been on the market a long time.
Sure.
I mean, I just pick these up, but they're all plant-based, no trees.
Plant-based. Okay.
So the whole idea here is really you're doing yourself a favor, hygienically. You're saving trees that are really. It's a crime, actually. I mean, it really is. It's a silly. It's an easy way to do your part. And also the money, you're saving money, and it's convenient. You're not going to the store buying because you constantly got to go to buy toilet paper. And another thing I mentioned before, I'm talking about trees now. But just think about 37 gallons of water to make one roll of toilet paper.
That's insane.
Because the way they make toilet paper, they take wood pulp and they run it through like a conveyor.
Okay.
And then there's water pouring on it every second. So they have to have a lot of water to do this.
Okay.
It's a ridiculous thing. It's just stupid. It's just basically stupid.
And how much would one of those?
So this could be each one is a little bit different, but anywhere from like $49 to $89.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's
I
not
thought you were
bad.
gonna say hundreds. Or...
No.
No.
The toilet seat can be about $300 to $400.
Okay, the seat.
And that's a one-time thing.
But that's an easy install.
Then you don't need this anymore.
Then you don't need that.
Then you don't need that. No,
okay.
Okay. So and then these things are like $49, something like that.
Okay.
And then there's that's pretty much our store at the moment. But there's other associated things like I also have a high fiber grain that I found from Norway, that is very hard to find, but it's really very good fiber. So we're accumulating attendant sort of products to this.
Interesting. Let me ask you a question. What's the dream here, Bob? Like, what? It's 5 years from now.
Okay,
well, let me ask you a question. What is the American market share now on this?
Okay.
Yeah. What are we hitting?
Exactly. Okay. So every part of your body, there's in the healthcare industry, from your toenails to the top of your head, has been exploited.
Sure.
Every inch of your body, there's somebody doing something to every part of your body.
Yeah.
Fungus from your toes and your ears, whatever. Right. Mm-hmm. This is the last frontier of healthcare. This is the last frontier of healthcare. So what I would love is we can establish a business of some form that somebody like a bigger company would come, take it over, pump the shit out of it, and pump
literally pump
the shit out of it.
Advertising, really do the marketing.
Yeah.
Do the conversion, be the evangelical that I'm starting out.
Yeah.
And save trees. And just I would feel like I did my job, and
Yeah,
I would be very satisfied.
I honestly, I'm so surprised and very for the most part, we try to be at least environmentally conscious in this country, that this hasn't taken hold as big, that it should have been bigger at this point.
Right.
I like I said, I come from an Italian family, so the old-timers have the bidets, the whatever butt washers in their house. It's kind of standard. But yeah, not a lot of cultures do. You know, we're in Union City, very Hispanic culture here. They're not very apt to it. It's kind of getting this into the hands of people to try it out because yeah, it's a no-brainer, right? What's it going to do? You have an electric toothbrush, you have an electric this, an electric that. What that makes sense? Why not have this to, not have to wipe your butt?
So what got me actually realize that we have the business here is I don't know if you saw I was very impressed with the Lumi commercial. There was a woman, she's very close up, no makeup.
Okay.
And she has this all body deodorant, right? And she said, it's for, under the arms, under the boobs, in the butt crack, for your privates.
Yeah.
And it's a really close up, right? And she's talking about now, that was Lumi, Lume. Now Dove's got a product. That's what I'd like to see here.
Okay.
Because she established the fact that, to do a commercial talking about everywhere in your body, that one product can do everything, like
right?
That, including privates and everything else. You're right. This should catch on.
This should catch on. That's what I was trying to say.
But if you go, like I've been to Japan, I've been all over Asia. There it's just common practice.
Yeah.
That you go to a little sushi place and in the bathroom they have a toilet seat that has, you sit and you can adjust the temperature and the spray.
Yeah.
It's an area that's sort of been a little bit taboo. Nobody wants to talk about, but it's something that we all do. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
And
Well, you're right. I mean,
what else do we all do, right?
No, I learned that the first week of the pandemic. Apparently, if the planet's shutting down and you can never go out, instead of getting food, the first thing you get is toilet paper,
yeah.
which made no sense to me. But apparently, there was something about it, and that's why I say like. And especially if you're a family of 4 or 5 or 6, where you're spending quite a bit, right? It seems like an easy segue. Like, hey, save $4,000 a year, and just use this. And I just think it's a matter of getting into people's hands and up their butts, and I say it like that. But it's true, and it's true when you say that it's taboo. You're right. You start talking about certain regions of the body, women and Summer's Eve and all of that. Like, it's a different thing. Like, I guess it's kind of how you market this, and that's why we're talking right now. It's figuring out a way to make this digestible to the public.
But even nothing's taboo anymore. Now it's 8:00 at night, and that they're using all those 7 words that George Carlin said.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that. I'm offended. I mean, I don't think they should be saying, with young people around and saying fuck, they're saying all kinds of things. Well, it's 7:00 at night.
Well, I'll tell you one of. And I'm a marketer, and it takes a lot to catch my attention. And one of the campaigns that's like top 3 for me, and they use the word shit, but it's not for this. But maybe something like that would catch people. Is the Frank's hot sauce? I put that shit on everything. Really? That's their advertising campaign. That is literally, and they just block out shit when they say it on major things. And that's something like probably we'd have to do here, like clean the shit out of it.
But also another thing is I used to have a house in East Hampton, and you couldn't use this stuff because it would clog up the septic tanks.
The wipes?
The wipes. But now these are all flushable. You see right on that it says flushable.
Flushable.
Yeah.
And they're all made out of, because they're made out of a different kind of, made out of a plant-based fiber rather than a fiber that wasn't able to decompose.
Wow, who knew?
That's not a bad market either. The rural. I just moved back to Union City. I was living out in Hackettstown, New Jersey. I had a septic tank, and that was new for me. I'm a city kid, right? City guy, and like, oh wow, you got to clear it out. So we're very careful about it.
All of these packages say flushable, that's safe for septic tanks.
Yeah.
Right on there. They're also you can use them for other things. It's just not toilet paper. I mean, it's just a aloe piece of
it could be for
yeah.
hands.
So there's really there could be one stage. Sometimes I can just use this because you're not really. It's not like taking a shower where you have your hair is wet in your because it's just it goes right, it runs right off your body, and so you really don't need that actually. I mean, but if you want to have that just for the last
backup,
the last touch of it.
What would be really cool too. I'm looking at this, like customizing it. Like painting it, making it yours, making it unique.
That's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying? Like personalizing something like this. Because you're right. It's
you can have your own little thing on it. It's like Stay away from my butt. Or something like-
Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Bedazzle it. I don't care. Whatever it is.
Bedazzle.
But there's just stuff like this that makes
be easy to do,
but that
actually.
makes it more digestible for the public at large, right? Like someone that's environmentally conscious like yourself makes sense, totally 100%. Somebody's like, you're using toilet paper your whole life. Maybe I don't know. Like
I don't know, but if you edit this, maybe this may offend our Indian friend. You Indian?
No.
Okay. So if you go to India,
okay,
they say don't shake somebody's left hand. You know why?
because that's the hand they wipe with.
Yes.
Oh shit.
So in India, so their process there is you put water,
Yeah.
and then they use their hand, and then water, and then they clean their hand, then they're done.
Really?
That's the way, but it's water based. So all the rest of the world, the 70% of the world, doesn't necessarily use this.
No.
It's a different form of water
Sure.
hygienic thing. Could be cloth, could be their own little. Could it be a bottle of the water in the bathroom, and then they use their hand, basically use their hand. But it's all kinds of ways. But this is really a clean, hygienic way that has multiple benefits.
Yeah.
And also, hemorrhoids is a big thing, and almost everybody has them. But this, obviously, it really does. The warm water reduces the now, on the opposite with toilet paper, you're actually irritating.
Yeah.
They
make it soft, but-
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And what is that? Is that a soap right there?
I was in Rome recently, and in Europe they don't. This is also they don't use toilet paper there. I mean, it's in there. It's in the bathroom, but in Europe and almost every hotel, every 3-star hotel, 2-star hotel, in the toilet there's a regular toilet,
Okay.
and then there's another toilet that's sort of shaped like a horseshoe kind
Yeah,
of thing.
that's the
I've seen
bidet.
that.
That's the bidet.
That's the bidet.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, and it has water there, and that's same thing. That's what they've been using forever.
Forever. Those
Yeah.
are old school.
And that's every hotel, no matter
Yeah.
what. And the Hassler Hotel had this at every day they would put this next to the toilet, and it's an ointment. It's just kind of an ointment that's soothing kind of
Oh,
ointment.
an ointment. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very. I never saw it before.
Interesting.
So we have this store, and it's called the Better Way to Go store.
.com.
and .com, and there's going to be these products are going to be there. The Tushy product is going to be there. The toilet seat's going to be there, and whatever else we can curate, that's in this general, area.
Of health.
Right.
No, this is a health and wellness site, right?
This is one part of my pitch. This is the last frontier of healthcare.
Yep.
This is an area that hasn't been, and that's why I think if we can get this out there, through your help with advertising and get it out there, I think the driver is the fact that you can save trees also, and at the same time doing something that's hygienic, cost effective.
Right.
I think a bigger company may come along, which is what I would like.
Yeah, and kind of.
And pick up this mission that I'm on, and it's.
I'm trying to envision. I know a big thing right now is TikTok shopping, right? Like
It's huge.
Huge.
Oh, I think young people will
I'm
love
trying to envision a video because it's basically, if you don't know, it's QVC for
Yeah.
TikTok.
Right.
It's what it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
It's just they're selling stuff. It's just they're delivering it on TikTok. That's all
Yeah.
it is. Trying to think of a 18 to 20-something-year-old pushing this on their social.
My
How
kids-
they would
Right.
do that?
So I have a 29-year-old,
Okay.
a 23-year-old, and a 19-year-old.
Okay.
They have this. They love it. Kids, this is something that they like. Things like what they can get online. That's not a traditional sort of thing. So that's it's an easy sell.
Yeah. The price point is right. It's definitely not expensive.
It's not.
And from the portable to the mountable,
it's a one-time purchase.
and it's a one-time. Yeah, and that's exactly it. It's
Right.
a one-time
And you don't have
purchase.
to go to the store.
And this is not breaking. It's plastic. You know what I'm saying? It's rubber.
Right.
It's not gonna.
And it's surprising that the force that comes out of this thing. There's tiny little holes here, and you squeeze that, the water shoots out.
Yeah.
If you need more, you just pour it just go to the tap water.
No, this is the kind of thing. I remember my mother used to, not for this, but up my nose when I was a kid. The same kind of technology.
Yes.
There's no technology.
Yeah.
There's nothing here. It's
water pressure.
It's just water pressure.
Okay.
You just go to your tap, you put hot water in, and then stay about 6 inches away, and done. Presto. This would be a
Amazing.
fun. I keep thinking of doing an infomercial. This could be a very funny. Somebody told me Did you see the thing, Roger? The that thing that I sent you, that South Park did a thing about toilet paper.
Yeah.
They sent it. Yeah, they did a whole spoof on on toilet paper, and they talked about the toilet seat thing. And,
It's different to us. It's odd to us to do that, but it makes complete sense. And especially in a place where always, I mean, and it's funny that it hasn't taken hold because every single person, especially since the pandemic, has 85 bottles of stuff to clean their hands. Their hands are everything.
Yeah.
Hands are everything.
Well, you can use this for this, by
sanitizer.
the way. These wipes are good for that also because it's aloe.
Yeah, to wipe your hands.
yeah,
I'm just saying, like, it's just amazing in a place that at least tries or, to be clean, that this
Right.
hasn't caught yet with everything else. But I just, because that's why you're here, Bob. You're letting
I wanna see
everyone
if I
know.
missed any points. The thing that just really is shocking to me
Is
is
the
2
waste.
million trees a day
Yeah.
worldwide. I
Yeah.
mean, just that, but it's just crazy, really. And trees trees don't grow overnight. I mean, a tree,
No.
a tree to get to this point where it's actually usable takes 40 years for a tree to grow.
No. It's funny. I thought of you. They just redid the sidewalks outside of the studio here, and they had these trees here, and they took them down to take a tree. I'm like, oh, Bob would not approve of this.
Ooh.
They got rid of the trees. They're going to plant new ones, obviously. But, yeah, no, and especially if you live in the city, trees are beautiful. Like, you notice them more. Let's put it that way.
I tell you one thing, I live on the Upper West Side now, and they took some. I've been in and out of New York my whole life. Lived in L.A., lived in other places. And now on some of those, like 66th Street, 67th Street, 68th Street, 69th Street, the streets all tree lined, and they started out with smaller trees. Not saplings,
Sure.
but they started out with 8-10 foot trees. But now they're beautiful trees, both sides of the street. It just makes it beautiful.
It
Yeah,
is, yeah.
especially someone
Scenery.
like Manhattan. Yeah,
Right.
it's very, they
Yeah.
How is it? Is this now in Manhattan? Has this taken over there? I would assume so, right? There's a lot of more so than you're on the Jersey side of things right now, but over in New York, have you noticed your circle of friends more gravitating towards this?
A lot of them, when I talk about it, a lot of them know about it from being in because they travel. They know about
Sure.
about Japan and particularly Japan. Japan's
Mhm.
most women know about bidets because it's a female product.
Mhm.
And then I've been hearing now from the 2 recent women that I talked about. They told me there's I forgot the name of it, but there's a certain type of infection from using toilet paper that they're cautious about.
Really?
Yeah, about when they wipe, they have to be careful.
And you said that before, though. You said bidets are feminine. How is I disagree. I don't think they're feminine. Plenty of men are using them in Europe and.
Well, they were primarily yes, but yes, it's not necessarily feminine. But
Were they designed
I just don't
initially
wanna-
for women?
I don't want to turn the guys off.
No.
but it's basically, but what the bidet. To define a debate, it's a water pressure
Yeah.
cleansing device.
Yes.
So I mean, from that sense, it's generic.
It's generic, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the naming of it is anything. I just from a men's point
and
of
that's
view.
the easy way. That's the easy. People say,
know.
okay, I know what a bidet is.
Yeah,
right.
it's just you get some, as we say here in Union City, machismo men,
Yeah, right.
maybe like
I don't know,
I don't
right,
know,
right.
but yeah,
like this looks very masculine.
It does
This-
look very
You know,
masculine.
Yeah.
That's why I've kind of, it's we have to come up with a catchy name. This is called Tushy. This comes from the company Tushy.
Yeah.
But this is kind of that looks very masculine, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then and you just squeeze it and water comes flying out of it. I mean,
Right.
I love the low tech. It's like you couldn't get any lower.
I think something like this being a taboo, you put it right in their face, and I'm going to be very crude here when I say this, but along the lines of ass cleaner. That grabs your attention, right? Like, hey, it's an ass cleaner. Whoa, what? Hello? But Tushy's feminine.
Yeah, that is a feminine.
That is
yeah,
feminine. The
for that.
Tushy's feminine, and it makes sense. I get it. It for women, maybe more so than guys, but yeah, it's just interesting. I just find it so many people come through here, and this is something completely different.
So many ways you could play off of it, but using the word "but,"
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of fun ways you could talk about, but the fact is that no one's really gone there yet. Talking about
No,
No.
you're absolutely right.
And And we can have a lot of fun with this. I envision a fun infomercial, with I don't know. I mean, so somebody graphically actually going through the process, but as kind of as discreetly as we can do it.
That
Right.
it's a good, and we're sitting here, we're having like marketing decision meetings right now on social. Maybe this would work. Name it. That would be like the challenge.
What
Like
would
we
you
have a
name
brand
it?
new product.
Yeah.
What would you name this?
Right.
What would make you want to buy this? Right. Like
We have so many of the names. I have .coms on everything you can think of.
Really?
Tushy.com.
Power,
DirtyTushy.com.
buttpowerwash.com.
Yeah.
Your butt or something like that.
That's funny.
That's a fun idea.
For when I was starting up my first couple of businesses as a side job, I did power washing, house power washing.
So that's what I was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I call this the butt power wash because this has the most.
Right.
Yeah,
It's the
most-
strongest.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
stronger because you plug it, you get. Yeah, and there's no batteries involved in this, which was something that I really you don't need to go to the store and buy batteries either.
Okay.
This goes right into your electrical outlet.
Yeah.
And this one, because you just fill it up with water from the sink.
Right. Right.
And the toilet seat thing, it just replaces your toilet seat.
right.
Take the old one off, put a new one on, and then you do need the water comes from the regular water from the toilet, and for the warm water you need an electrical outlet nearby.
Okay.
You can do it yourself. You don't need a plumber or electrician.
Okay. And what's the difference with this?
That's a toilet seat.
with the seat and the actual toilet? What's the difference?
There's nothing. The toilet's the same. It's just that you take the toilet seat off and you replace it with one that has kind of adjustments and things for water pressure to come. So the seat is basically this.
Okay.
See how this is.
Yeah.
See how this is facing like that.
Yes.
So the water would be facing like that, and it would shoot up. And
So
it's
it's basically
Adju-
replicating a old school bidet, right? The bidet, the water
Okay.
spout was built into the actual.
right, exactly.
Right, so this is just kind of
now because that used to be really expensive.
Sure.
Like I said, it cost minimum $1,500.
yeah, it's
If
expensive.
you really want to get fancy, you could go to $5,000. But then you would have to hire an electrician and a plumber.
Okay.
But now you don't need to do any of that. You just can. I think for $299, $399.
Just change your cover.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Let me just add. I know I'm off camera. They do sell a hot water one where you're tapping into the hot water of the sink, so you can get one that's not electric.
That's even
Just
better.
taking the hot water from the sink and the cold water.
Oh wow, that's even better.
Yeah, and you can set your temperature gauge on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That is. I could
need
tell
an
you,
electrician.
my
yeah,
friend.
you don't need an electrician. That's like
my
someone else that was saying
my
it.
friend Tom, who I talk about, guy in Utah. He would be the last person. He'd be like what you were saying. Some of your friends, here in Union City.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, nah.
Old school.
Yeah.
He said, I got 3 of them in my house.
Yeah.
And
It's one of those. It's one of those things. You laugh, you chuckle, you do it, and then you use it, and you're like, "All right, I'm stuck on it now." You know what I'm saying? Like I completely see it. That's why, like I said, you've got to. It sounds funny. You got to make butt cleaning cool. How you do that?
Yeah.
It starts with a conversation like this. That's why we're on the show today. I want people to see what this is, what you're talking about, and like I said, it's just. There's no, and I'm a fan of that. Like, even though I have a podcast studio and technology and everything else, I like simple things that can't break like this. Like, there's nothing breaking here.
I'm low tech, so I love low tech. But I want to go back again to just emphasize something.
Okay.
The 2 million trees a day.
Okay.
So simple math. There's 300. There's every day of the year. So that's like over 700 million trees a year. There's nothing. I mean, that's criminal.
That is criminal.
I mean, it doesn't have to be. And these are beautiful. It's like these are living. There are books written about the life of trees. Some people think that a tree is a sentient being. Sentient means like a person,
Yeah,
and that they communicate.
they do.
Sure.
They communicate
Yeah.
with each other through either the wind or through their own. They,
Mhm.
they have a root system.
I saw Avatar. I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they are really important parts of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about a tree it's big, it has leaves.
It's life. It's a life form.
Some of them, the leaves come off the ground and they regenerate in the spring. Some of them are green all year round. Like in the Hamptons, people use trees for screening, to make walls of cypress trees.
Okay.
And you can't see into your neighbor's backyard, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful surrounding of your
Right.
property.
No.
I mean, they're wonderful.
No,
mean, life would be-
I just moved from a property where it was an acre, and I literally, the entire property was surrounded. I could not see my neighbors, and it wasn't from fences. It was trees.
Right.
It was tree, and it's a different feeling than a fence.
Absolutely.
You feel closer to nature. It sounds corny, but it's true.
Right,
Like, you know what I'm
right.
saying? It's not some white,
Fence,
PVC,
right.
whatever
Right.
fence or
And
anything
then,
like that.
Birds live in trees. I mean,
Yeah.
they have
Yep.
their nests in trees.
Squirrels.
And
Yep.
then,
Yeah.
and so well, like it's like why? For toilet paper? Come on. I mean, there's okay, maybe build a house if you want to, but not for toilet paper. Come on, it's nuts.
So get one of these.
Yeah.
You can bedazzle it. We can
So
color
what do
it.
you carry with you when you're out and about? This one or
No. I mean, when I'm out and about, this if I
This one.
remember to.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if anywhere there's water, you can figure it out. But
This one seems more my speed actually.
Yeah.
This is something where it's small and it's simple, right? You fill it up, you squirt it. It's not
Yeah.
that hard. All right, we're gonna
no,
try
it's
it.
really simple.
Yeah, no, that's it.
You just take this off
That's it.
and you put water in it.
And
It's
squirt
always it's very, very simple. Always the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You just put
And something. Because I'm just coming from the side of a consumer. My thing, I thought about it. I'm like, no, because like people are like, oh, I don't want to carry around an extra thing, but. What are those things like my wife has it? The
Oh,
big water
God, the
jugs now.
tumbler,
The
the-
tumbler
what is
water
it
things.
called?
People are literally
on
walking
the tip
around
of
with
my
mini
tongue.
coolers now.
They
So
look
they
like
are.
garbage
You
cans.
know the
They
ones I'm
look like
talking about,
garbage
right?
cans, yeah.
So that's
Stanley,
not
Stanley.
Stanley.
Yeah.
Stanley's kids fighting in school about it.
Stanley's,
So
yeah.
that's not the issue. It's carrying around. Like I said, I think it's
Yeah.
a big thing and. It's just interesting. Like I could totally see putting like flames on these or whatever the hell you're into. Like juice them up. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you feel only so lucky that you need one each day. But you don't want to irritate yourself or waste money.
No.
You have to go to the store, and if you run out of it, I ran out of it. I got to buy more, and go to Costco and get a ton of it.
Right.
This just solves all that problem.
Yeah.
This just makes
And
sense.
I that's funny since I'm like 20 years old. Not to get into my own personal life here, but yeah, hemorrhoids have been an issue for me early on in the game. I didn't get old. I was the start thing. So yeah, and the one thing you couldn't do when you had hemorrhoids was really wipe. It fucking hurts.
This works.
That works. Yeah, no, you could take a shower. I would take a shower
Well,
basically.
you know what they tell you for hemorrhoids? They take a hot, just the salt water.
Yeah.
It's Epsom salt. And sit in the hot
Bath,
bathtub.
yeah.
Yeah.
Warm water.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what this is
And
basically.
if you do this every single, luckily, if you're fortunate enough to do it every single day,
Yeah.
you're applying warm water, and that's gonna reduce the hemorrhoids.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So that's a whole nother benefit.
Oh, that's good to know.
But
yeah.
but I always this came to me really from the point of view of if you don't have to kill trees, why?
Right.
Why? You don't need to.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I started. It's funny why people get into business what they do. You have an absolute love for trees.
Well,
I started this podcast studio because I thought art was kind of sucking, and I want to help out and contribute to the arts as best I
Well,
can.
there's a lot of people-
You're doing that. I mean, it's an amazing thing. And the money like you're doing is kind of secondary. Yes, we're going to make money,
by
but
the way, I did forget. Well, very good. Thank you.
sure.
So from the proceeds,
Okay.
10, 15, 20% from everything we get, that's a big point. I'm sorry, I forgot that. From the proceeds, we're going to donate to replant trees.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's great.
And I should have said that, and that's the whole point.
That's what I'm here for, Bob.
Yes. So, or we're going to either there's lots of associations. There's the Arbor Association. You can plant a tree in Israel if you want. You can plant a dedicated tree to your grandparents if you want to.
Aw,
That's
You know,
nice.
there's a lot of ways to plant trees. So we're going to have in every sale that we make, certain percentage of it is going to go to replanting trees. Like the bombast socks.
Put your money where your ass
That
is.
became $1 billion. Yeah, but that became $1 billion business. You buy a pair of socks, and we're going to give a pair away.
Yeah, no.
So we're going to do that. We're going to wear. That's.
that's
I'm sorry.
great.
I should. Thank you. But that's.
Hey.
What am I doing here if I didn't say that?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Actually, we're gonna sell this because I want to save trees, and I'm a greedy capitalist. Yeah.
No. That no. We're gonna. You're gonna. That's a. If we get $100, $15, whatever we get, is going to go to replanting trees. We're either going to work with the arbor, who I already spoke to, and they, well, of course we want.
Yeah.
And there's so many different associations for replanting trees. I'm not the only tree hugger here. There's a lot of ways to, a lot of organizations.
I like the tree hugging. Gives a bad vibe. It's okay to hug trees. Touch. I would tell you right now, in this day and age, more people should be outside touching grass more than normal. You know, especially after what happened in the last 4 years, everybody's locked in. So
Yeah.
this is a beautiful thing that you have here. Are there any last words? Anything that maybe we didn't touch on that you want to tell the public about what,
No, I
what
just
this is about?
to reinforce that we are going to be the money from the Better Way to Go store, and this is the better way to go.
Sure.
That some of the proceeds are going to be going towards replanting trees, but also, you know, in all of these. When I lived in LA, there was a very predictable fire season. It was from August to October.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
fire. You can know you're going to have.
Yeah.
It's like a hurricane season.
Yeah.
Now there are fires all over the country, all year round.
All the time.
And not only in California, there's Ohio, there's far, and they're burning. You hear like 5,000 acres of trees. Just
Like
burned
nothing.
down. And the huge amounts of so if we can if we can help just even a little bit, you know, it's good karma. So
Absolutely.
There you go.
Oh, what about stores? Just online? You don't.
Yeah, this is online now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just online. This is
Okay.
the Better Way to Go store.
Okay.
.com, and then, you know, we're gonna be curating all of this product is going to be at the Better Way store, and it's going to be available, and then we'll have them when they'll say that all your purchases are going back to replanting
Right,
trees.
right.
And all of our products are plant based.
Oh wow.
All of these wipes and everything are plant based. They're not tree
Right,
based.
right.
Plants is a different ball game. It doesn't take 40 years for a plant to regrow.
Yeah.
So, but then there's the fiber that we can find that we have, and of course the toilet seat's going to be there on the site. So for now, on the site we have this is the handheld. That's the portable. This is the portable, and this is the USB that you can plug in.
Right.
And then the toilet seat that we were going to have, and then plus the wipes.
Beautiful.
So it's
Yeah, it's options.
it's
Right.
the last frontier of healthcare.
The last
This is
frontier.
really a healthcare product.
Yeah.
It's that kind. This is in the healthcare business now.
Well, yeah, I would hope so. I mean, clean ass. So there you go. This is another episode of Mr. Big Mouth. Listen, keep your butt clean. All right?
And I'll help
Don't be
you.
a dirty little bastard that you are. Pick one of these up. Definitely try it out.
Wash
If you
your
know it, I'm
butt.
going to kick your ass.
I know. But it'll be a clean ass. It'll be a clean ass you're kicking. So don't worry. All right? I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And I'll put a link to the betterwaytogo.com in the description. Talk to you later.
Thank you, James.